life get any better than this?
This is one of the cheapest countries in Asia.
And today we are going to show you exactly how far €100 will take us in Sri Lanka. We are Mark and Asya, and we've been creating travel guides about places around the globe, so make sure to check them out after this video if you haven't already. So obviously we cannot use our euro here, and instead we have to use Sri Lankan rupees. Don't exchange your money at those money exchange places. Instead, you should use Bank of Ceylon, as we have found that they don't charge you withdrawal fees and the rates seem to be fairly good. When traveling, one of the most important things to consider the cost of is, of course, your accommodation. Welcome to our villa. First, I'm going to show you around and then we will tell you how much we pay for it. It is insane. Fairly standard bathroom, but we have consistent hot water, so that's always a plus. And we have our own washing machine, and if you're staying somewhere for a month, just absolute necessity. This is our wee kitchen and dining area. To be honest, we haven't cooked that many dinners here because we've been trying to go out and sample the local curries and cuisine in the evenings, but here we make breakfast and lunch and have snacks, and it's so good to have a place like this to yourself. Nice size of a bedroom, lots of storage space, place for our shoes, place to hang stuff up, and our own nice balcony that looks onto like a foresty kind of area. We've already seen a chameleon, there's peacocks on the roof every day, and downstairs we even saw a wee snake in the first couple of days we got here. So we love nature and wildlife and all, so this is just ideal for us. And most importantly, air conditioning. So I'm not sure about you, but where I come from, somewhere like this would be quite expensive. So if you were to think of a number per night for this place, what would you imagine? It is €12 per night for this place. Isn't that just absolutely ridiculous? Everything I just showed you, €12, €6 each. And of course, the best thing about this accommodation is the fact that we have our own little kitty here.
We simply booked it through Airbnb, and to be honest, we got a little discount because we booked it for a month. But anyway, we'll leave the link to this Airbnb in the description box.
As you can see, our €100 should last a good while around here.
So how do we get around? This is our bike. We rented it out from our host, and it's cost just over €100 per month or €3.40 per day.
And to fill it up for a week only costs €5. If for some reason you don't fancy driving on these roads, then you can also get around by taking tuk-tuk rides, and that is probably one of the cheapest ways to get around. Just be careful with that though. Make sure and agree on a price before you get in the tuk-tuk, and do bargain with them because they will just pretty much pluck a price from the air, especially if you're a tourist or look like a tourist. Or there's an app on your phone called Pick Me, which works a bit like Uber, and you can order a tuk-tuk and that price is set, so it's really cheap on there.
Today we decided to go for breakfast to a more Western style place, and it's obviously going to be a little bit more expensive than local places or any other places, because look, it looks amazing and the food is really delicious. It has unusual flavors and the best coffee we've had in Sri Lanka so far. So yeah, come in here and check it out.
The cheaper alternative is to try Sri Lankan breakfast, and that is usually dal curry, roti or hoppers. Those three are delicious and very authentic. However, if that's not your cup of tea, most places will have Western options as well.
After our breakfast, we headed to do something very exciting.
So this is Turtle Beach, and I'm sure by now you can see why. It's one of the many beaches along the southern west coast of Sri Lanka that sea turtles often come by. I'm trying not to touch him, but he wants to touch me.
Oh, look at you!
Does life get any better than this? This place can get quite busy in the afternoon. Come early and you might get a sea turtle to yourself. We did, so definitely recommend it. Two sea turtles.
1, 2 and 3. Best of all, the only thing we had to pay for was parking, and it was an unreal way to spend the morning.
Swimming leaves you hungry, so we stopped off at a roti restaurant in Unawatuna on the way to the day's next activity. Sri Lankan roti is a flatbread and it is honestly so good. We've been back here a few times since. the best thing I've eaten in Sri Lanka.
What's better than swimming with sea turtles? Well, we decided to go for a visit to a sea turtle hatchery to see what goes on there. This place helps injured turtles that have been attacked by sharks, got tangled up in fishing nets, or eaten some plastic by accident. Unfortunately, some of them will never go back to the ocean. One way to help this place is to pay an additional fee to release some of these baby turtles into the ocean. They use this money to buy medicine. For example, one of the turtles needs antibiotics because she doesn't have a leg and she's prone to infection. Another one needed an operation because it ate plastic. It was such a heartwarming experience to watch our baby sea turtles make their way into the big, scary ocean. Our wee turtle is gone. He has his home now and he will explore and have friends and food and mates with someone.
And probably be eaten by a shark.
No, he won't be.
Some things just feel right to do, and this is an absolute must-do when you come to Sri Lanka.
Entry was 2,000 Sri Lankan rupees each and an extra 1,500 each to release a baby. So, in total €20 for this amazing experience.
After a busy afternoon with the turtles, we unwound with a breathtaking sunset at Dalawella Beach, which is actually located right next to Turtle Beach. Here you can take in views of the famous Frog Rock with the setting sun turning the sky all kinds of colours in the background. Sri Lanka is known for its sensational sunsets, and this is one of our favourite spots to take it in.
For dinner, we wanted to try some local cuisine, so we stopped off at this place in Gale that had a sign outside saying 10 curries for €10. Count us in.
That actually worked out at €12 because of the exchange rate, but it was still good value. Pineapple curry, then aubergine curry, then dal curry, sour mango curry, green bean curry, pumpkin curry, sweet potato curry, fried potato curry, jackfruit curry, and chicken curry.
Sri Lankan curry is delicious and very reasonably priced, as you can tell.
We weren't quite finished for the day yet, as having our own kitchen meant we had to make a run to the local supermarket to pick up some stuff for brekkie. We went with cornflakes, milk, bread, butter, jam, yogurt, water, and stopped off at a fruit market for some mangoes and bananas. All of that came to around €20 and would serve as our breakfast and lunch for the next few days. That's it. Our €100 worth of rupees are gone, so let's do a quick recap. For €100, we rented accommodation, rented a bike, filled the bike with fuel, ate breakfast, lunch and dinner in 3 different restaurants, swam with sea turtles, visited a sea turtle rescue centre, released newborn baby sea turtles into the ocean, caught a memorable sunset, and even managed to do our shopping for the next few days on the way home after all of that. Now obviously we don't spend €100 every day, otherwise we'd be skint, but I think it's fairly obvious that you can get great value for your money here in Sri Lanka. This is just our first video about our adventures on this gorgeous tropical island, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so not to miss out on our next one.
In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and leave us a comment to let us know what you thought.
We are Mark and Asya, and we are sure that even just with €100 you can have something to remember in Sri Lanka just like us.